What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Save Continue Newscast. I'm back. Shanae drowned.
She's gone.
We have a
she
lot of news this week, so we decided to do it as a group and just to discuss that way.
Just kill it.
Germany has lifted bans on swastikas in video games. So for those that don't know, this is a ban that has been around for a long time. First game I can recall that this had an effect on was Bionic Commando. Granted, the U.S. also saw fit to take that out of that game. But yeah, that has continued on throughout like the Wolfenstein series and all of that. So yeah, swastikas, you can have them again.
Yeah, well now they can play some good games.
I actually think it's good. I feel like that country specifically banned it for,
A very good reason.
I don't think it should have been banned though. I think like not wanting to admit or face
Sure.
parts of your history is
Yeah.
not a good thing,
Yeah.
So yeah, swastikas for everyone.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sorry, this is gonna take a minute.
It's alright.
Oh yeah, so this actually has two parts to it. Bethesda is taking steps to ban resale of their used games digitally.
Yeah, I'd seen that. What's going on with that?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I know why they don't want you to do it because
Yeah, well, I mean, that's,
they're making more money
yeah,
that way. But they are taking legal steps to do so. And added to that story later in the week was that Bethesda demanded that an Amazon reseller remove his listing for The Evil Within 2. He had it listed as new because he was selling a new sealed copy, and they didn't like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they sent him a little letter
Right.
demanding that he remove that.
Because he bought the game, but then now he's selling it new, but the only one collecting any money from that sale is him.
Sure, and they're calling it unlawful, that there is no way to know that it's new.
Because he could have resealed it.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. I think Bethesda needs to calm down. Like they're really making themselves look bad here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
It's funny because they'd been so bent on like garnering such goodwill with over the past year or so, but so it goes.
Sure. The biggest thing I want to talk about is MU Paradise got taken down,
Yeah, I was just talking about that with someone today.
and now more ROM sites are kind of on the hit list.
Yeah, because Nintendo has a lawsuit against another emulation site, right?
Yeah. What do you guys think about this?
So I'm kind of two minds about it. Like we've said many times before that the only time we go to emulation is for games that we just can't buy directly from the people who released it. Like games that are no longer commercially available, right? Like old NES games, like there's that they're not selling electronically, like through the eShop or whatever, or old Genesis games that we're never gonna see like
Right.
a good version of. So on that, like, you know, like I can either do that or I can go to like a used game shop. I like there's as far as whether or not
And they're not getting the money from
yeah,
that sale anyway.
yeah, they're either way they're not going to see any money from that sale.
Right.
On the other hand, I mean that's not the only kind of emulation that's out there.
It's not. My whole thing with this is that for games they are still currently selling, that's fantastic. Have those taken down, right? But software emulation's been going on for over 30 years now.
Right.
And I feel like for historical reasons, if nothing else, there's no other ways to play a lot of these games. A lot of these games, that is the only way you can play them.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you also have these franchises, these like old franchises that have been acquired by a big publisher.
Yeah.
But they're not planning on doing anything with it.
Yeah.
But
by only way, I mean with a lot of them, literally the only way. You cannot go buy a used version of the game.
Right.
So I think it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I think it's sad that historically books, movies, music, even people have done a lot to try to archive
Yeah.
previous works, and with video games, because of money, they're just like, nah, you know.
Yeah, and I think that there are like, by now, like a lot of those ROMs that they're trying to get taken down are already out there.
Right.
But I mean, those at some point the machines that or the hardware that's housing those ROMs is going to
I mean,
fail.
it's not. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever. I know people say that for a lot of things, but it's true,
Yeah.
right? Nintendo took down AM2R, what, a year ago, 2 years ago? I downloaded it last night.
Yeah.
Had no trouble finding it.
Yeah.
So, like, you're still going to be able to find these ROMs. It just sucks. Like, even if you just give them to, like, a specific archival foundation or something like that, or to the museum in Denton or Frisco, I think, something like that.
I mean, I don't advocate, by no means do I advocate piracy, but at
Right.
the same time, these games need to be preserved. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the games that we enjoy now have like a rich heritage and the stuff that we can't buy anymore.
Well, it's like MTV, right? They just gave all of Liquid Television to archive.org.
Yeah.
All of it. Anybody can go watch it anytime you want for
Yeah.
free.
Well, and it's like what Ryan said too. With some games, like before they started putting out games to like download or collections, like I could play. I didn't want to fork over about $200 to play X3
Right.
for Super Nintendo. So,
And they're not going to see that anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like at that point, it's like you're not losing out anything. I'm just
Yeah.
making sure that I'm not going to be losing out either.
And as far as I recall, until the X Legacy Collection, I don't think that had been released in a modern collection.
Yeah.
No, the last time they did it was for the X collection on
Anniversary, right?
PS2.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And my thing is like, if you want to sell it to me, then
sell it.
Then sell it to me. But
Yeah.
if you're not going to sell it to me, then don't try to keep me from getting it or having it. And that's something I never understood either. Like I said, with those old franchises that a big publisher buys and just does nothing with.
Yeah.
Like I never understood the point of that.
The last thing I want to talk about is EVO happened this week, and we got a lot of announcements.
Mhm.
So, let's go through what I can remember of them. We got Nina Williams for Tekken 7. We got, for some dumb reason, Negan from The Walking Dead for Tekken 7.
That makes no sense.
I just think it's dumb. It's
just weird.
Yeah, like we talked about this before, you and I, James. Like Noctis was kind of weird too, but like at least he kind of fits that universe to
Man,
an extent.
I wish they saved Noctis for Soul Calibur.
Same thing with Geese
That would make
Howard.
more
Like
sense.
Geese Howard, yeah, okay, I can see
Geese Howard makes more sense than Negan.
Anything makes more sense than Negan.
Yeah, it's like why and okay, so like,
And that's the weird thing too, because that I could see that being more towards Mortal Kombat.
That's what a lot of people say.
Because Mortal Kombat's got all the horror people like
I
Alien
don't want
Forever,
him in any
Michael
of
Myers.
those.
I just don't feel like
Anybody in Tekken 7 would beat that guy into the ground. Anybody in Mortal
Immediately.
Kombat? I mean, come on.
I don't think Negan has a place anywhere outside of The Walking Dead.
Or even there.
Yeah. Well, I think that I get it that franchise, as far as that franchise has been very lucrative over the past decade, but like, I mean,
But why now when
Yeah,
the franchise is declining heavily?
well, and also like
Walking Dead is becoming way less
I don't
popular.
know if Tekken is bigger in the West or the East, but like I feel like the market share on the Tekken fan base is such that like it begs the question who was this meant to excite? Because I mean, I don't know if Walking Dead is big in Japan or not, but
Do you know when the Walking Dead television series started declining in viewership?
when Negan showed up,
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, it is still one of the most watched things on cable television, but it is drastically decreased.
I stopped watching it a long time ago.
Okay, let's see what else we can do here. Street Fighter, we got G, who is very similar to Q, possibly story-wise related. I would assume so. We don't know yet. And we got Sagat, which is fantastic.
I watched that trailer and he looks really cool.
Yeah.
Sagat is amazing.
What else? There's more. So Nintendo announced at EVO that they would have a Smash Direct and then promptly had a Smash Direct. So it wasn't at Evo, but it may as well have been at Evo. We got Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont. We got King K. Rool.
Who is the cooler of those two Belmonts?
I like Simon, but that's just classic, you know.
Simon's classic. Richter has got he's got different things he could do in the games he had.
That is he the one that's in the beginning of Symphony of the Night?
Yes.
Victor?
He's got the ones where instead of just throwing the crosses like the items like Simon does, he's got like ultimate attacks for them all.
Here's the thing. Simon is just cool because he's a place and time character. Like you talk about Duke Nukem, right? Like
Duke Nukem for Smash.
A place and time character, right? And that's what Simon Belmont is because like he's got like the short, like the skimpiest of outfits, you know. But he's fucking yoked. He's got a mullet going on.
I saw the picture of him. Like I saw the picture. I was like, dude, this guy looks rad.
Yeah, it's like it's just more fun.
It's like
he looks cool.
It's like if you gave Conan the Barbarian a whip.
Yeah. King K. Rool we talked about briefly in Discord. I think it's interesting because we saw the little gator clappy dude, I forget his name, and then we see King K. Rool get revealed in a fucking hilarious way. Both those reveals were fucking awesome. But, you know, we talked about this. I wish I knew how this deal went down because when Nintendo and Rare split, Rare took all rights to the Kremlings, which is a weird thing to take, but they took all rights to the Kremlings. Rare's now first-party Microsoft. So technically, Microsoft owns that or owned it. I don't know if they licensed it to Nintendo or if they sold it to Nintendo.
It's just and like you said, it's like one of those weird things to take. Was like, what were we gonna do with those guys?
But now I'm excited because when and if we get the next Donkey Kong Country game, maybe we'll have those back. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been like the biggest Smash fan or anything, but like these character announcements have made me want to check it out again.
Well, the thing
was that all the characters I got?
There's more. Well, for Smash that was it.
Okay. I thought there were. I could have sworn there were more, but
one thing that I liked for the King K. Rool, it looks like one of the alternate costumes for him is Captain K. Rool with the blunderbuss gun.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I know there was more fighting game stuff announced. I just can't think of what. Terry Bogard got announced for SNK Heroines.
Okay.
But
it's supposed to be like a lady Terry Bogard.
Yeah.
Right?
That's odd.
You know, I've seen a lot of like hate for it, and I've also seen a lot of love for it. My whole thing is like, I don't remember. It's been a long time. I don't remember how, but there is some canonical reason in which this would make sense.
Okay.
And a lot of people are just hating on it to hate on it.
Okay. I'm more an Andy Bogart fan myself, anyway. So.
Sure. What else? I feel like that's it. There's more. There's some other stuff. I just can't think of what. Oh, this is a little interesting piece of trivia. What was the most viewed game at EVO this year?
Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
That's really cool.
That's crazy.
That's really cool.
Because it's almost always Street Fighter or Smash.
And I heard that, and I didn't I didn't get to watch any of it, but I heard that it was insane this year.
Yeah.
And this is Dragon Ball FighterZ first Evo, and just I've heard there's like a lot of like.
Well, likely their last Evo. But...
I heard there were like a lot of great matches, but there's like also like a lot of like engaging drama, and it sounded cool, and I wish I would have gotten to.
Saw they're adding Cooler into that game.
Oh yeah. See, I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, but yeah, that's the thing.
Which one's Cooler?
Frieza's brother from.
That was the one from the movies, right?
Yeah, he was in 2 of the movies.
Well, no, there's 3 of the Cooler movies.
No, there's 2. There's 3 Brolys.
Okay.
And
Tom, I thought you just said you didn't know anything about Dragon Ball.
Well, I don't, but I know about these movies.
Yeah, Broly had 3.
And he's not a character. That character's not part of the canon.
No.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of fighting game stuff. But I guess that's it for the news this week. Wait, you have anything? Oh, I read something about the creator of King K. Rool this week. So after they announced that for Smash, coming out and saying that he regretted naming him that. But I don't remember what his reasoning behind it.
Oh, that sounds like a pretty clever name to me.
Yeah, I'll have to read about it. Also, there's the Philip Mewson stuff. I'm sure you already know about it, so we're not going to get into all that because I'll talk for an hour about that.
Well, there's that GameStop, Amazon, and Best Buy doing away with a lot of the rewards programs for games.
Yeah. Yeah, well, those are pretty much all already gone, aren't they?
Yeah, the The GameStop one's gone. I was looking at that today.
I think the Best Buy one stopped a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
They're-
And Amazon is also stopping.
Yeah.
Amazon's still doing their Twitch stuff though, so do that. And we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.